The Story of the Faithful Wookiee, adapted by Christopher Nicholas, illustrated by Fabio Laguna and Marco Lesco, based on the original animation by Nelvana Limited. On board Starcruiser RS Revenge, the rebels are awaiting the return of Han Solo and his Wookiee first mate Chewbacca from a mission to acquire a mystical amulet. Suddenly, the Millennium Falcon emerges from lightspeed and it is on a collision course with the rebel cruiser. Chewbacca appears on the rebel ship's monitor. Han is hanging upside down behind him. "Whatever he's doing, there must be a reason," Princess Leia says. At the last second, the Falcon changes course and speeds away. "I'll go after them," Luke Skywalker says. Soon, Luke and the droids R2-D2 and C-3PO are chasing the Falcon in a Y-wing fighter. "He's heading straight for a moon in the Pana system," Luke tells Leia over the comm. The Millennium Falcon crash lands into an ocean of red slime. The Y-wing lands with a big plop not far away. Luke emerges from the cockpit and tries to locate the Falcon. Just then, an enormous dragon-like creature rises from the slime behind him. Luke is shocked as the creature begins to devour the Y-wing. "R2, stand by to fire the ejection pod," Luke tells R2-D2. "And hurry up, R2, or we'll be dessert soon," C-3PO adds. But before the creature can finish its meal, it is blasted with a stun rifle. The rifle was fired by a mysterious man wearing armor. "You saved my life. Thank you," Luke tells the stranger. "Maybe I can help you," the stranger replies. "I am Boba Fett." Boba Fett leads Luke and the droids to the Falcon. On board, they find Chewbacca tossing the amulet down a trash chute. Suddenly, Luke slumps down to the floor and falls unconscious. "R2-D2 has detected contamination," C-3PO declares. "It must have come from the amulet." C-3PO explains that the only way to keep Han and Luke alive is to let the blood rush to their heads. That's why Chewie hung Han upside down. "I know this sleeping virus the Empire uses on its enemies," Boba Fett says. "They have a remedy for it in the city. I could get some for you." "I'm afraid Chewbacca insists on going with you," C-3PO tells Boba Fett. "You'll only get in the way," Boba Fett says. "But if you must, come on." Soon, Chewbacca and his new armored ally are riding Boba's beast through the sea of slime. The city is under control of the rebels' enemies, the evil Empire, so they climb a cliff wall and sneak in through a duct. The city is bustling with strange aliens and Imperial stormtroopers. "You stay here while I get the serum," Boba Fett tells Chewbacca. Wanting to help his friends, the Wookiee growls in protest. "Luke trusted me, and I'm your only chance of getting out of here alive," Boba Fett says. Reluctantly, Chewbacca stays behind as Boba Fett makes his way to the city's medical supplier. After acquiring the remedy to the sleeping virus, Boba Fett stops at a communications unit and inserts a card into the slot. Meanwhile, back at the Falcon, R2-D2 plugs into the ship's computer and intercepts Boba Fett's transmission. A frightening and familiar figure appears on the view screen. "I have made contact with the rebels, and all is proceeding as you wish, Darth Vader," Boba Fett reports.
"Now that you've gotten their trust, they may take you to their new base,"
the evil Darth Vader replies.
"I can see why they call you the best bounty hunter in the galaxy."
Back in the city, Boba Fett finds Chewbacca. "I have the serum," Boba Fett says. "We must leave quickly, friend." Together, the two sneak away. As Boba Fett and Chewbacca race back to the Falcon, they are chased by stormtroopers. Chewbacca grabs Boba Fett's blaster and fires at the Imperial speeder. Boom! The speeder explodes, and the stormtroopers helplessly fall into the slimy sea. Soon, Chewbacca and Boba Fett are back on board the Millennium Falcon. They quickly administer the serum to Han and Luke. "What happened?" Han asks groggily. "Boba, you're a hero and a faithful friend," Luke says. "You must come back with us." Suddenly, R2-D2 erupts into an excited series of beeps and boops. "What's the matter, R2?" Luke asks. "We intercepted a message between Boba Fett and Darth Vader," C-3PO explains. "Boba Fett is Darth Vader's right-hand man." "We'll meet again, friend," Boba Fett hisses as he blasts out of the Falcon's hatch with his jetpack. "Trust the droid to get to the bottom of things," Han says. "Chewbacca suspected all along there was something bad about Boba," C-3PO explains. The faithful Wookiee growls and holds his nose. C-3PO quickly translates, "He just didn't smell right." After a good laugh, the heroes are soon on their way back to the rebel base and their mission to end the evil Empire's control over the galaxy.